my neighbors, somebody, is outside mowing the lawn. Let me tell you why that is absolutely bonkers. We had tornadoes last night. We did not get hit. With that comes rain and wind and all that other stuff, right? It rained yesterday. We also are probably going to get more tornadoes tonight because of just the weather pattern that's happening. It's going to rain again. I'm not mowing wet grass. Like, I'm just not. I'm not mowing wet grass. Anyway, welcome back to the vlog. I did, and hopefully the footage came out. Got a couple of shots of me working out. If you talk about my Christmas pants, you can just leave me alone. It's okay. I had my weighted vest on. I had my light weights, my light dumbbells, and which are 5 pounds each, and then my ankle weights, which could be ankle or wrist weights. They are 2 pounds each, I think. No, that's a lie. I think they're 5. I'll look, and hopefully I remember. I'll put a link down below because I did get the ankle weights off of Amazon. The weighted vest I got off of Amazon a very long time ago, and the dumbbells I got from Five Below. They were like $6. So that's what I need to see. How many scooters points do I have? Because I want to get a coffee, but I don't want to pay for it. I have a meeting at 11, so I'm about to pack up and get out of here. Then I have another meeting. I'm not going to bring y'all along because that's going to be a long meeting. It's like a brainstorm meeting with the client. Then I have another meeting at 4. Well, after that, school pickups, obviously. It's the last week of school.
It's the last week of school.
It's the last Monday of the school year. My app is not loading. Just want to see how many points I have. Anyway, then I have a virtual meeting at 4. And that is because the evening storm is supposed to start. They keep saying after 3. So, oh, hold on, husband's calling. So, okay, so first meeting done. Back home, we are going to have 2 more graduation videos to edit. I think I'm gonna knock those out. It's 11:30. I don't have to pick up Baby Bear until 2:30. And I will be on time to get in the front of that pickup line. Because severe weather's gonna start this evening. But anyway, I think I can knock these 2 out. I think I can knock these 2 out. So that's what we're gonna do. They're pretty simple to edit. This is my second year, editing these videos, these graduation videos for a school district in Texas. I do not live in Texas, but they were connected to me through a mutual, who I super appreciate. But I love doing these for them, and essentially they're like thank you videos to the principals, video messages from students, from staff. The staff submit pictures they want, included, and I think the longest one I edited was like over 30 minutes because everyone was giving really heartfelt just messages to the principals, and it's just great because you hear the impact that these principals are making on their schools, the staff, and everything like that. It's like my friends don't know me. Girl, I used to be my own. Left me with a leash, she saw me. Even the trees get lonely. Left me here, 3 in the morning, questioning all the things you told me. I lost me in the morning. Baby, if you need it, show it. And if you ever needed or wanted, I got you, you know that. All right, y'all. It is May 20th. I know you can't, you probably can see me better now. It is like not even 6 a.m. The yard sign for Bubby's birthday is up. My oldest, my first baby, is 16 today. The yard sign people were working yesterday, so we're gonna go look at it before he or Baby Bear wake up. So let's go get a first look at the yard sign. Oh, that's so cute. Aww. That is so cute. The car. The car with the keys. Happy Sweet 16, Aaron Jr. Oh, he loves games. This is so cute. This is so cute.
Lock the door. Lock it. This is a surprise.
Walk out to the sidewalk.
Oh.
Come on, you gotta like it. It's for your birthday.
What you think? Do you like it? Yay!
16th birthday.
16th birthday! Okay, the kids were at school. We're gonna make a protein shake real quick, and then we're going to go to, I think I decided we're gonna go to Walmart because I need to get the cake mix. Oldest kid gets out, like I said, I think I said this morning, 12:30, and so I want to have the cake made and cooled before he gets home. We're gonna wait till this evening to cut it, maybe. We have a lot to do. This evening. He has to study for his finals that are tomorrow, or he's been studying, but review study. I have to take down and wash and blow dry his hair because he has a hair appointment tomorrow. All right, let's get started. We got stuff to do today.
Hey, yo, that's it, kid.
Come home late, it seems you barely beat the sun. Tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some loving, I suggest you go back there. You came from day to day, with you it's always something else. Working my nerve, God knows that I don't deserve what you put me through, 'cause I've been so true to you. For you to come at me with another lame excuse.
Hey, yo, that's it, kid.
I've heard it all before. All of your lies, all of your sweet talk. Baby this, baby that. But your lies ain't working now. Now look who's hurting now. Who's hurting now? Shut you down. Time to shut you down. Play the fool. I was your fool. I believed in you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Your lies ain't working now. Who's hurting now? Who's hurting now? Shut you down. Time to shut you
Hey, yo, that's it,
down.
kid.
What were you thinking? Bringing her into our home. And I bet you must have fell and bumped your head, messing up my shakes and violating me. Got me down to call my peeps and take it to the streets. Nothing you can do, and there's nothing you can say that could persuade me to stay with you another day. You have crossed the line to the point of no return. What you do from here on out, I am no longer concerned.
Hey, yo, that's it, kid.
I've heard it all before. Let me explain. Baby, it's not what you think. That's what you said to me. Your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. Shut you down. Shut you down. Shut you down.
All right. It's time to make the cakes. So I'm gonna make them and let them cool. It is 10:11. Okay, we got a good time. You saw me put up the banner that I got. I added some of my production lights. I need to find my remote so I can make them one color. He wanted his decorations to be black, red, and purple. So I'm probably gonna make the lights purple. And then I have a red tablecloth I'm gonna put on the table. I gotta clean up the table. We don't use our kitchen table for eating. We just don't. We eat in other parts of the house, whether it's at this counter. I have little TV dinner trays. We eat on the couch, watch TV, things like that. The table actually becomes the dumping ground for my husband when he comes home. I'm still trying to figure that out because it does irritate me. But it is also one of the post-school, I'm not going to say homework stations, but both of my kids do IXL after school. Love IXL. Been using IXL for a very long time. So anyway, so I have a little whiteboard on the stand. I tell them what to do for the week and then I let them manage it. Learning time management things and also let's learn how to take care of our responsibilities. I did preheat the oven to 350. We're just using a Betty Crocker super moist vanilla cake mix. He wanted vanilla cake, so that's what he's getting. While I'm doing this, I figured I would tell you 16 things I love about my kid and being a mom to my kid. Okay. First thing is that when he was born, he looked literally like an Asian man. And it was so funny to me. But he did. He looked Asian. That's not being racist. He literally looked Asian. If I could find the specific baby picture I'm thinking of, I will put it in here. I might not be able to because we did lose a lot of pictures some years ago. But he did. He looked Asian actually for a couple of months, actually. And then he turned into a black child. My birth experience with him was not the best. And so that's why him coming out like that and making me laugh is one of the first things that came to mind because it wasn't a good day. Number one. Number two is I love how intentional he is and has always been with his friends. The next thing that I love about him, which goes along with that, is that he has always been one to stick up for what's right and to protect people from being bullied. Okay, number four is I love his laugh when he is enjoying things. I do love hearing his laugh when he is doing something he thoroughly enjoys, whether he's hanging out with his friends, on the phone with his friends laughing, or when he's playing with his brother. And that's gonna go into the next thing. He was so excited when we told him that mom was pregnant with another baby. And my boys are 9 years apart. And even though there literally were people being like, oh, are you afraid it's going to be so hard with this large age gap? When I tell you that little boy was locked in from the day we told him I was pregnant. And he was the first one we told. So he has genuinely a good time with his brother and they love hanging out with each other. I love how he loves his brother. And that also translates into how he is a role model for his brother. Because even though, he's 16 as of today, his brother is 6. He'll be 7 later on this year. But so when my oldest was playing video games and the youngest wanted to sit with him, I remember there were days where and my husband and my oldest love playing Call of Duty. So, right. But there would be times that I would hear him talk to his brother, be like, okay, so guns are fake. And explaining that it's just a video game, this is not real. But then also when his brother started getting into video games, he didn't start out with Call of Duty, obviously, but he played a lot of Mario and stuff like that. When his brother would ask him to play, more often than not, he'd be like, okay, well, let's go play Mario or something like that. You know what I mean? So how well he stays committed to things when they're hard. Now, does he want to give up sometimes? Yes, I think we all do when it's hard. But after conversations and talking through and understanding this was a lesson he was going to have to learn, especially this year with school, because he's a sophomore and ending sophomore year. Tomorrow's literally their last day of school, but they were just, there's a lot of hard lessons you got to learn, especially in high school. And yeah, he would want to give up, but after conversations and, coming to me or his dad and talking about it, we would talk through it, give him advice and everything like that. He would then take what we said, but then take his own ideas or what he wanted to do and like put it together to give him the motivation to finish whatever it was or to get through whatever situation it was. And I really admire that type of like gumption that he has to do that. I love how smart he is. And I don't mean like book smart, intelligent. Is he? Yes, absolutely. He actually is a very smart person. Which is why it gets on my nerves when he makes stupid decisions. But I understand he's a kid or teenager. But he has a social awareness about him that I don't know if I purposefully taught him or if it just was like from him watching me and his dad. But the way he can read people's body language, again, especially when it comes to even me or his brother, his dad, his friends, people he cares about, people he's around a lot of the time. He is so intuitive with that. Like his emotional intelligence, his social awareness is very high. We have had multiple conversations and I will continue to have conversations with him to just make sure he knows that just because he knows something is wrong with me, his dad, his brother, doesn't mean that it's his responsibility to fix it. Because again, that's something that I did and then had to heal from. We're not doing that. But next thing I love about him is the fact that he likes what he likes and he doesn't let anybody change his mind. Now, does this bite me in the butt sometimes? It does. He's very open. That's the other thing too. Like he will tell you. And that's the other thing I appreciate with him. So maybe we can go on to the next one. He will tell you. He will communicate with you. Whether he does or he does not like something, he will communicate it with you. If it's in the middle, he may not communicate it. If it's on either side of the spectrum, you will know. And there will be no questions. All right, the next thing is that he does not put up with anybody's foolishness. Except for mine. He'll put up with my foolishness. But specifically with his friends, I really do love how he does not put up with anybody's foolishness, whether it's his friends or just kids in class or whatever. I have had the teachers at multiple teachers at multiple parent-teacher conferences tell me, yeah, when they get too loud, he'll tell them to be quiet and majority of the time they'll listen to him. They're like, and then there was one teacher, it was the last year, the year before, she told me, I don't know if she meant to tell me or not, but she told me, she's like, yeah, sometimes they listen to him better than to listen to me. Ma'am, all right, I don't know what number we're at, but I did just think of something as far as like being his mom that he has helped me with. I had him when I was 23, 24. Does that make sense? I don't know, do the math. But he helped me set boundaries with people that were unhealthy, borderline abusive, or all the way abusive to me when he was born. I thoroughly think that some things are not a child's responsibility, and stuff like that being one of them. But I can't deny that it is something that happened. Because when I became a mom, I realized, I was like, yeah, I'm responsible for this little human being. This little human being, God gave to me to protect and raise and make sure they were a positively contributing member to society. And so there literally were things that I almost immediately stopped letting be acceptable as far as like how people treated me. And when I tell you, probably saved my life and literally and figuratively, hypothetically. The other thing that I loved and continue to love actually is that he literally is a built-in hangout partner. I love hanging out with my kid, both of them, but it's Bubby's birthday. He is so much fun to hang out with. And I think we definitely have found the balance between, yes, I'm your mom and I can't be one of your little friends, but also, hey, let's go out to eat. You want to be my little friend? We'll go to the movie theater. The other thing I appreciate is he is and was a mirror. He does look exactly like me. And he also is a lot like me in personality. And so it has been really good for me, especially as, you know, going through therapy and working on some things, to have that real-time mirror and be like, why? Like when I feel myself getting frustrated with him doing something or thinking a certain way, why are you doing this? And then stopping and realizing like, oh, I do that too. And then I'm able to work on myself, and then I'm able to share things with him, be like, hey, so you know that thing, mom realized she does it too. Here's what mom is doing to correct that in herself. Here's a way that you could do it that probably is applicable to your life and how you do things. The next thing I love about him, by being his mom, is his hugs. My child does not hug people. I also do not hug people. I do hug people, but I also don't hug people. Hugging people is weird for me. I definitely have to know you on some type of level. And even if I do know you on some type of level, I still may not hug you sometimes. That was something that some people had a hard time dealing with, especially because when I realized like, oh, I don't have to hug you, then I stopped hugging people. But of course, you know, growing up, you go hug it. Okay, right? But I made sure to never make that requirement of my kids. Like, oh, you have to hug them just because they're related to you. Never, 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 never. I've actually said the opposite. Like, hey, you don't have to hug anybody. You could just say hi and wave. Right. So knowing that he doesn't hug people, but he always hugs me. He gives me a hug every day, if not two. When he comes in the house, usually I'm here because I have already picked up his brother from school. He gives me a hug when he comes in. If I'm here, when he gets home from school, always gives me a hug. Before he goes to bed, always gives me a hug. So I always get 2 hugs from him, at least 2 hugs from him every day. Okay, last thing before I have to go find another SD card that I love about him is that his room, and he has a space, it's over there. The previous owners made it into a breakfast nook, but I changed it into his learning space. So that's where he does his homework, and that's what we call it. So in his room, in his learning space, and then in the basement where that's the boys' area, mommy does not go down there. They may be messy as all get out, but he knows where everything is. And it annoys me so bad. It annoys me so bad. 9.5 times out of 10. But I'm like, where is insert item name here? He knows exactly where it is. Does that give an excuse to be messy? No. Do I make him still put things away? Yes, absolutely. But I do love that about him, that even though it's messy, he knows where his stuff is 9.5 times out of 10. It is Friday. I think the last time I talked to y'all, it was Wednesday. I think. Lots has happened. The boy's last day of school was yesterday, but we got his hair rebraided the night before that. No, it was Wednesday, because Wednesday night I washed and blew dry and halfway straightened and trimmed my son's hair. He has a lot of hair. It took a couple of hours, and that's with a couple of breaks. You can't see it because there aren't decorations over here, but I'll show you. But there are decorations. I got the counter covered, balloons, streamers, a banner. I got my other colored lights set up, table set up. Oh, let me show you. So my son likes gaming. Let me clip this on somewhere. My oldest son loves gaming. And I was at the dollar store because I was looking for like those drink pitchers. These are kind of babyish. But look what I found. They were kind of cute. So I was like, whatever. They were like $1.25. So I got 2 greens, 2 blues,
and 2 blacks, but they'll do. So this is the watermelon one. I think this is the 10. Watermelon, pineapple, strawberry. How cute are these? They're not big, like at all. I don't know if y'all can tell. They're not big at all, but they're still cute. Okay, let me show y'all the lights and stuff because the sun is coming up. And they're plugged in, so they've been on. It's fine. Don't they look cool? I love my lights. There is one in this corner, but that's streamers. It's hiding it. And then I put 2 over here. Isn't that cute? I love it. Isn't that cute? I love it. How cute is this? That's what we're talking about. It's just gonna sit. So I'm not gonna put candy in it. But isn't that cute? And then it's like meat, lettuce, tomato at the top. Isn't it so cute? And there was a smaller one for gaming. It's just a decoration. But these are pinatas. Then the whiteboard, I'm gonna write happy birthday, Bubby on it. And I think, I don't know where the presents are gonna be. And so, okay, y'all. Wish me strength. I need to sweep too. Hello, welcome. It's a few days later, or a lot of days later from the last time y'all saw me. I don't remember what day it was when y'all saw me last, but the party went great. The sleepover went great. They went go-karting. That went great. Everything, my son, who's over there, that's why you saw me look over there. My 6-year-old is on the other side of this wall arguing with his brother, who's over there emptying the dishwasher, but it's fine. It was great. I had a lot of fun. My parents and my sister ended up being the only ones that came over for his dinner. The birthday party was great. My kid really has great friends. He has great friends, and I'm very proud of him for that. But yeah, so I am currently in the last week of before I start my executive director position. Can you tell? I'm not getting dressed this week. I'm just letting y'all know. But it is the first week of summer. And I do know that my schedule's about to change. So tomorrow we're going to go to the zoo. We're going to get up early, go to the zoo, because it's been 90 the last couple of days. Thursday we're going to go to the laundromat because I have so much laundry that I need to do for me. I have pretty much neglected doing my laundry because I hadn't really been going anywhere for like the last month and a half, really. And like I said, I started a new job, so I need to get my clothes washed, and I don't want to be doing laundry for 2 days because then I also got to make sure the 6-year-old's laundry get done, and I do have a couple blankets that I want to get washed, so we're just going to go to the laundromat. We're just going to go to the laundromat, get that done. That's going to be Thursday, and I got to pay my car registration on Thursday. I have a habit. I will pay my bills to the government, but they're not getting them early. So I always pay my car registration the last week of the month that it's due. And then Friday, we're gonna go to the museum. One of our local museums has a exhibit of, I don't know if it's Disney villains, but it's like costumes of the villains. I forget what they called it, but essentially that's what it is. It's the costumes of the villains, movie villains. And my youngest son loves Cruella de Vil. So we're gonna go look at them. So I'll vlog all that, and then Saturday, at this point it'll be Saturday, I'm gonna do my nails. I already have, I don't know if it's in the shot or not, but I already have everything else. If you can't tell, pink is my favorite color. Why would I not have pink on my nails for the first week of my executive job? I'm going to, yeah. So that'll be in the vlog too. So that's what we're gonna do in the next vlog. But for now, I have some client work to do. I got some oatmeal to eat, and I got some coffee to drink out of my Gilmore Girls cup. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned for this journey. We are gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun.
You have crossed